What's going on, guys? So, I've come to a realization, and after the data that I have checked with my wife again and again and again, from last year, I've read around minimum 8,280 people, and that is quite a remarkable amount of people. And that's just the minimum. We worked out the lowest probable amount of people, so it could be higher. Definitely can't be lower, but it could be higher. And what I've learned over the course of the year is pretty simple. Many people just don't love themselves. And I know that's a simple concept, but I'm speaking it from a person that consistently reads from a day to day basis, client after client. And yes, people just do not love themselves. It is very likely that I know exactly the next steps are. Excuse me, just have a bit of tea. And they are always trying to seek love from someone else. That is the answer for their issues and their problems. Let me tell you something. That is actually incorrect. And that is a harsh reality that I've told many people again and again and again and again. I tell people what they need to hear rather than what they want to hear, and the sole focus around this energy are factors surrounding a lack of love with themselves and a lack of action towards creating a stronger bond between you, yourself, and I. The energy of oneness. And that oneness is about appreciating the parts of you that you obviously that you feel that makes you great, and appreciate the delicate side of you that you may not be comfortable with. And that if you are making these uncomfortable feelings comfortable, then you create that version of oneness that makes you even stronger, formidable, and quite frankly, understanding that you're not going to be seeking love. That love will be attracted because you have worked on yourself, that you become such a dynamic energy, that you become a magnet, ones that will orbit you. The sad stories are it's always, when am I going to find love? When am I going to find love? When am I going to find love? And when we look deeper into the readings, there isn't enough time for themselves. There's a lot of importance surrounding trying to find the next person. They don't even know themselves. And for me, that's a sad state of affairs. I think this is a recent time. Failure and neglect to yourself is only prohibiting you from fixing wounds, fixing and helping and healing yourself during that time. I had this one client, and this one client was very much thinking about relationships after relationships after relationships. But the core factor of it all is that they don't appreciate themselves. And for me, it's sad. It's sad. I'm a person that brings the mirror in front of you, that shows you this uncomfortable side. And many people who do work with me, some people continue to do the work via coaching, and there's many success stories behind that. And majority of the time, a lot of people tend to not go and work with me because I don't provide lip service. I don't tell them what they want to hear. That things such as my messaging, that it's needed, they do not want to see that mirror of themselves. This is very much a lesson for those when it comes to love and the importance of loving yourself before you seek someone to amplify that energy. Because if you do not, and I've seen this time and time again, you will only have recurring toxic patterns and traits that the person, doesn't matter if it's a new person, the energy will be the same. That there is more likely for yourself to go through the same pattern of sadness, heartbreak, even worse, even lower than that. Some people even go through the types of relationships that even I don't even wish my own enemies, especially the stories that they tell me. Now, in order for you to remove that, is to break through these old patterns, and that really analyzing and actually realizing that these are toxic patterns that you've got to break through. If you can do that, you'll see and you'll be part of the many other people that have felt that there are still success stories, that many people have gone on to marry and have long-term relationships. And I myself have seen, and this really, really warms my heart. I've worked with people that have had issues in the past, such as traits that continuously going, and they end up coming to me and they realize and pinpoint the issue that they didn't really want to work on themselves. But when they did, and they give themselves a chance, that the old version of themselves was merely something that they had to relinquish, remove, and say goodbye to. And that you should welcome this new version of you that's going to amplify not only your self love, but the love that you've been manifesting. Now, my advice, these are my final words. Focus on self and the rest will follow. Even if it's the uncomfortable feelings, turn them into comfortability. Because the moment you do so, this isn't a version to validate others. This is to improve yourself. And you'll see the changes. I hope this helps. Remember, love yourself. I love you. Sorcerer.